You know, the hypocrisy in this country is absolutely insane. And again, if you haven't watched my video, you're going to think I'm a Republican, but I'm not. And I explain why. I'm an American constitutionalist, fiscally conservative, socially liberal. Look it up. What's going on in this country, the hypocrisy is absolutely ridiculous. From the top down, from the top of the echelon when it comes to the American presidents, all the way down, you know, senators, governors, mayors, all the way down to the common people like us, the 99% of the people, 99.9% of the people. Hypocrisy is crazy, man, and we gotta stop this. And the way we stop the hypocrisy is we have to show people the truth, not try to change what the powers that be are doing. We can't change that. We have to change what's going on. I'll give you an example what I mean by hypocrisy. You guys already know. What's a hypocritical thing? Okay. Donald J. Trump is going he's getting indicted. He got indicted and he'll be in court on Tuesday. And I'll make videos about that maybe on Sunday, tomorrow or Monday about that. And he's getting indicted. He's going to get fingerprinted. He may get handcuffed, may not. I don't know for sure. If I was him, I'd want to get handcuffed. I'd say, yeah, put the handcuffs on me. I would love it because this is ridiculous. And he's going to get a mugshot, which would be one of the most famous pictures ever. Ever. So I don't know how he's going to do his hair that day. Put a little extra orange makeup on. I don't know what he's going to do. And for something he did, 7 years ago or whatever, what he did. Then you got Joe Biden. I'm sorry. Did I say Joe Biden? You got Brandon and his son with all the allegations he did. Now, again, I wasn't there. I don't know. But all I know is what the reports say. And where there's smoke, there's fire, ladies and gentlemen. Just think of it like this. Just put all the allegations that they have on Brandon and then put them over on Trump. What would happen? Even the hardcore lefties would admit you'd be all over him like white on rice, and you know it. And there's too many to list, by the way. They also say Donald Trump's a racist. Okay, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know if he is or not. I know Brandon is. Because if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. You remember that one? And many other things. Again, put all those things that he actually said and did and put them over on Donald J. Trump. What would happen? Because trust me, if Donald Trump said anything racist, CNN would run that thing 24/7 on a loop, and you know it. Also, they said Donald Trump incited a riot on January 6, 2021. He incited a riot. Clearly, he didn't say anything like that because they would have ran it again on loop on 24/7 on CNN. But then you got Maxine Waters, who actually did say, if you see a Republican, blah, 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 and we need to get out in the streets and we need to do these and do that and do this, actually said things to do. Again, put the words of Maxine Waters over to Trump and tell me what would happen. I can sit here and go on and on and on and on about the hypocrisy in this country. How do we change it? Look for the truth. Don't worry about who you like and who you don't like, right? The reason why I am the way I am, and I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, I'm an American, because I see the BS in all of them. I was going to curse. I see the BS in all of them, okay? And nobody's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you sit there and if you don't like Lauren Boebert or Chip Roy or the people that I like, and you want to sit there and, oh, look what they did back then, and look what Carrie Lake did, and look what this person did, blah, blah, blah. You can do that with anybody. You can do that with you, by the way, and the people that you like. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's this infallible person. Jesus is the only one. So, but find the net positive in people. Look at their deeds, good and bad, evil and righteous, and put them on a scale and weigh them out. And then weigh out your ideals and your belief. You should always look for the truth. Always. And if that scale doesn't go by or doesn't weigh out and there's more evil deeds than righteous deeds, then maybe you shouldn't mess with that person. Because again, nobody's perfect. The problem is the hypocrisy that these people do because they're the media giants, the cabal. They own all, they own all this stuff, man. And most of you think, oh, Fox News, and you know, they're cool. Nah. During the 2020 election, we know what happened during that 2020 election, which is crazy because I can't even talk about it. That's another thing. Our freedom of speech is not here. You can't say certain things in America. But then the lefters will say, oh, well, that's a private company. Why do they always censor what I say? Another thing about hypocrisy. Let's just say I had a friend that was a left winger, and he said all this terrible stuff about Donald Trump. Said all this stuff. He's a this, he's a that. Said whatever you name that's terrible, he said it. You think he'd be banned from YouTube? Now let me say, or suggest that the election or the selection was not forthcoming. What will happen to me? But again, depends on what side of the aisle you're on, ladies and gentlemen. And if y'all don't see that, left-wingers, I don't know what to tell you. Just try it. Just do a thought experiment. Don't believe me. Make 2 videos. Make 2 channels. Make one saying American Patriot or I love Republicans or something, and talk all this stuff about the left side. And then make a channel saying I'm a Democrat. And talk about Trump and see what happens. See how those channels get treated. You do 2 different YouTube accounts, and let me know how that goes. Let me give you a spoiler alert. I don't like any spoiler alerts. That Democrat channel will be thriving. Okay, somebody's calling me. So, how do we stop this hypocrisy? We can't stop them from doing it. You just got to change how you look at things and look for the truth. Look for the good deeds versus the bad deeds. Look for the truth. Forget about who you like, okay? Just forget about that stuff, man. Just look at what's going on. And it's not about Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, because I know Democrats that are still Democrats that think different. And when they think different, like Matt Taibbi from Twitter, Elon Musk, and there's a lot of them, if they go against the cabal or the thing, you can call yourself whatever you want. You call yourself a left winger or whatever. But if you don't do what they say, exactly how they say it, they're going to cast you out. So you're so loyal. Talk to the left wingers now. You're so loyal to this party who ain't loyal to you. They don't give a shit about you. Okay? If you're a black person or African American, they don't care about you, bro. I'm just telling you that, man. If they cared about you, ask yourself these 2 questions. How come they don't help and stop black on black crime? And why do they always highlight things when a white person does something to a black person? You ever wonder why that is? And Messi Jackson and Al Charlatan only come out when a white person does something to a black person. Black people kill black people every single day in this country. Why are they not doing a press conference on there about that? Because that don't get them paid. You know how everybody has a hustle, drugs. If you know you're in the streets, you're hustling drugs, you're hustling t-shirts, you're hustling whatever. Those 2 guys are what you call race hustlers, ladies and gentlemen. They hustle race. They got to keep racism alive. Is there racism? Of course it is. Again, my friend yesterday, he's a white liberal because he's been brainwashed. He's telling me about racism. He's telling me what would happen when I walk into a store. Will they follow me around? He's telling me that. And then I tell him, no, it doesn't happen like that. The security guard won't follow me. He'll be at the front. Oh, nah, he won't do that. You're telling me that. Racism is not running rampant. Not one time in my life have I ever got stopped and said, hey, N-word, you can't come in here because you're black. Never. Do I get discriminated against sometimes? Maybe a little bit, if I let it hurt my feelings. But I grew up with my grandparents who were born in the 1920s, and they went through some shit, okay? And they knew people that were slaves. And there would be no way in hell I would disrespect my lineage and what they did for us and Dr. Martin Luther King did for us to sit here and say that there's racism running rampant, Dr. Martin Luther King got up every single day, and I can relate to him, man. I'm not saying I'm Dr. Martin Luther King, but when you are one focus-minded person and you get up every single day with a mission like that man did, because he knows he can die. I'm not saying I know I can die and I'm this martyr, not a martyr, but a person that is really into what he's into and he can be killed for it. What they did to Andrew Tate and what they're doing to Donald Trump, I'm going against these people. And there is no way in hell I'm going to disrespect my lineage and all the people that died and put the work into this so that I can vote and I can use the same bathrooms and I can go to the same schools, to sit here and say I'm a freaking racist. I mean, freaking victim, excuse me. No way I'm going to say that. The same thing with my freedom. I'm not going to sit here and not fight for my freedom when those people back in the 1770s died for my freedom. They fought for this country against a machine that they had no business fighting against. They fought against the king. Great Britain. They broke off from that. 13 colonies fought for that. I can't fight for my freedom now when I see it slipping through my fingers. No way. The hypocrisy is real, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you fight against it any way you can. And every single day, be a God-fearing person. Read the Constitution. And remember to respect everybody and look for the truth. And always love and have peace, okay, and harmony. I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless you and your family. I love each and every one of you. Know that. God bless this country. God bless this country, man. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace and love.